curious, have you seen the value of UFC items and UFC memorabilia and UFC fighters who do attend your shows? Have you seen the value of that rise throughout the 25 years they've been in business?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I couldn't pretend to tell you I know a lot about MMA, but I do know that it's very important to the collecting, community, and it's gotten more and more exposure, more and more value, associated with the individuals. So you'll see a lot of, fighting and MMA merchandise and signed items, absolutely. If you're into that, there's something there definitely for you.
Excellent. And
Good.
I see the next one is in Chicago. How do you pick the cities that you guys are going to go to? Because I see every year it's a different city, or sometimes twice a year it's a different city. Obviously, they got to have huge convention centers, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of stipulations that you have to look at. We have a committee that goes out and does the due diligence and looks at, venues throughout the country. And you're right. A lot of it depends on size, hotel room availability, transportation, and, whether or not that hotel that convention center, is open. And we're really kind of during a certain time of year. We're like the last week of July, predominantly all the time. And so that kind of restricts us. But at the same time, people know who we are. But I think it's, I think what happens is that, it comes back and the exhibitors actually vote on it. So like at this event coming up in Cleveland, they'll be presented with 3 or 4 different venues throughout the country, and the exhibitors will vote on it, and they'll determine, where the one is. But, when we go out, we have to secure a venue like 2 or 3 years in advance. And that's very hard because sometimes convention centers and the municipalities, they don't want to give it away at that time. They're thinking, well, maybe we'll get a pharmaceutical company to come in and take,
right,
twice as much time, more attendees. But we're growing. Like I said, last year we did over 100,000 attendees, and our expectations are the same this year in Cleveland.
Well, I know Matt has a question, but I just want to up your 100,000 because I just made the decision. I'm on vacation that week. I come back Friday morning. I think I'm going to board a plane on Saturday morning. So now it's 100,001 that will be there.
Awesome.
Well, we're going to welcome you. Saturday's a good day. It's one of our busiest days.
So Ray, make it 100,000 plus one, because I will come with Randy. I was so excited when I heard you were coming on the show. I brought my coin collection, not currency, but challenge coins. So is there a section of the trade show where you guys trade or have collectibles for service members, military? Is there anything like that at your convention this year?
Last year we did an auction for our military veterans. And I think we're doing. There's going to be another auction this year connected with heritage. But we're very arms open for military veterans, and you talk about coins. You'll find coins at the show too. You'll find. There's a lot of collectible dealers and just hobbyists who have crossed over one way or another, like from coins to trading cards or trading cards to coins. So it really kind of it's the best of both worlds.
Final question for you, Ray, and we certainly do appreciate your time. Is there one memory, one item, one thing that you've seen over your years being involved in this that even you had to stop and say, wow, I'm looking at whatever that item may be?
Well, I'll tell you a quick story. It was a couple of years ago in Chicago. I was walking down the aisle. It was very packed. There was a gentleman off to the left, and there was a Mickey Mantle game-used jersey in front of him, and he was looking up at it. And next to him must have been his son. And I could overhear the dad say, son, when I was growing up, this is my idol, Mickey Mantle. And the kid, without hesitation, took his arm and kind of took his dad's arm and kind of shaked it. He goes, no, Dad. Judge, he's the GOAT. And I can't tell you, it kind of sent chills down my spine because the father looked at him and they, for like 3 or 4 seconds, didn't say anything, but you could tell they connected. And, they don't agree on it, but they had something in common to talk about. And I looked at the dad and I was like, oh my gosh, I can relate to that. And so for me, that first of all, the Mickey Mantle jersey, but also to the connection between the family. And I think that's what the hobby, the collecting is all about. It's about creating memories for a lifetime. And if you can do it within your family, that's even better.
Great stuff. Great story. Ray, thank you for your time. I know we have your address. We're going to send you a thank you package from 8 Man Strong, and I'll text you later on today after I book my flight.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir. That is Ray Schulte, the Director of Communications for the upcoming NSCC in Cleveland. And as of now, I'm going to be there. Let's go hit a break. Coming to you live from the Cool Breeze AC broadcast facility. This is Knockout Radio.